As a teenager, I was so steeped in I already know or I am always right. Before I begin the quest for a more successful and joyful life, though I didn't see it as a spiritual journey at that time. The thirst to become a better human being was already blazing within me. Even when I was in 11th standard, I was very clear about two things that I wanted to happen in my life. First, I wanted to get into some secure business. Secondly, I had a strong desire to reach out to people. However, I was clueless about what is that I want to offer to people. In 1994, a year after graduating from college, I started a computer training company in partnership with a friend and later expanded this business. In parallel, driven by my urge to reach out to others, I started a news magazine where we shared positive, inspiring happenings around us. We also held workshops and symposiums on human within you, which had a positive impact on people and also deepened my exposure to life in many ways, but left me in the dangerous state of only I know. Enjoying the same feeling of largeness within me, in 1996, I walked into the 13-day Isha Yoga program and also walked out of it gathering some lessons but recognizing its profoundness. That was all. I didn't keep up the practices. A year and a half later, a moment of shift silently came uncalled. Out of the blue, I started the 40 days mandala of Sakti Chalana Kriya and Shoonya meditation twice a day and completed it. I don't know what happened within me in those 40 days. A thunderstorm, a cyclone, or a tsunami. And somewhere I got drawn into the current called Sadhguru. In many ways, from that time onwards, my life has no longer been in my hands. Within these 40 days, I closed down my business. I did the Isha Yoga teacher training and was active in organizing Isha classes in T Nagar, Chennai. I also had the fortune to go with Sadhguru to Kadapa for the Dhyanalinga consecration preparation and went for the Dhyana Yatra also. During the Dhyana Yatra, on Sadhguru's birthday, September 3rd, 1998, I mustered the courage to give him a small gift, together with a small bit of poetry. The gift was a keychain with a Buddha inscription and the poetry was, "On your birthday, what can I give you? What can I give you? Except tears of love and gratitude." I heard Sadhguru used this keychain for his car for some time. During this time, I had two appointments with Sadhguru. First, as a confused person who poured out his catered emotions, not being able to leave aside his worldly attachments, yet wanting to come full-time to Isha and be with Sadhguru. The message Sadhguru gave me was, when you can be nowhere else but in Isha, then come. The second time when I met him, I offered an immaculate, fully blooming single flower at his feet, and with tears welling up in my eyes, I urged him, I just want to come to Isha totally. My life came to an end. The moment my Guru found me, nothing of me or mine is left. It is him, and him alone, simply flowing in the exuberance of the divine. This time, we all went to Mangalore beach with Sadhguru. One of the nights, when we were sitting around a campfire with Sadhguru, a time came to ask questions. I raised my hand and meekly asked, "What is happiness?" Sadhguru was amused hearing this, but when he looked at my state, he appeared thoughtful and asked me, "How can I define happiness? If you have experienced it, you would know it. Haven't you experienced happiness?" I said, "Yes." Then he went on to ask, "Are you not happy when you see a glorious sunrise?" I said, "Yes." "Are you not happy when you heard the birds chirping?" I said, "Yes." Then he asked, "Can you not happy even if nothing happens?" I took a long pause and without thinking, I found myself saying yes. After that session, for many hours, we were repeatedly creating joy for no reason, playing on the beach. I saw Sadhguru watching us from a distance for a long time before he retired back to his tent. This session, in many ways, miraculously transformed my approach to life. I shifted from working to not make a mistake, to simply offering myself totally and doing what is needed. This made me open to feedback, and I could now see how the main teacher looked at the situation. This left me free, exuberant, and grateful. As I had been born and brought up in Chennai and the city has been dear to me, I earned to be scheduled for the Maha Satsang organizing activity. It happened and I was asked to go to Chennai about 3 weeks before the event. We erected a 12 into 10 feet hoarding at the median strip across 2 lanes of traffic on a super busy main road in T Nagar. When we erected it, it felt as if Sadhguru was reaching out to all the peoples of Chennai. When I came back from the site on that day, I was feeling so elated that I gate crashed. A review meeting of the teachers raised my hands and declared, "In Piravi Payanai Adaindhen, my life's purpose is fulfilled." This campaign drew media attention too, and a reporter inquired of Sadhguru in a press meet later, which ad agency did you use for such an elaborate campaign? The photo that we had used on the billboards had Sadhguru looking at the sky, and it became so popular that many people referred to Sadhguru only as Vanam Partha Guruji, the skyway facing Guruji. From the day one of coming to Isha, I have heard Sadhguru telling us in so many ways that one can experience this life beyond the mind and body. Only recently, when I was in silence for 3 months, it just struck me so hard and I realized there is another way to be rather than living as a conquered person or a person shackled by the physical. A few more days into the silence period, I had an experience that I don't know anything. I clearly saw that I really don't know anything. What I have gathered in my mind is too meager to be anything. This has left me in a state where I am able to bow down to everything and feel a sense of freedom and gratitude within me.